lights, sometimes they are the easiest solution, but sometimes you can't have them in your space, maybe because of what your ceilings or your walls are made of. So Danielle Bryk is here to show you what you can use as an alternative, and there are so many alternatives. You talk about the people that live in condos.
That's right.
With concrete.
If you've got that concrete ceiling, you physically cannot have pot lights. Yeah. But then there's also a lot of people out there now who are kind of wanting a different look. They don't necessarily want to see all of the circles on their ceiling. So luckily, there's tons of alternatives, and I'm here to show you a few of them.
Okay, so these look all very sleek. This whole board here has options. I'm going to turn them on.
So all of these pieces are from Europhase, and they are available at Dark Tools Architectural Lighting.
Okay.
And this piece in particular is actually for the ceiling, and it was made specifically for those people who have to mount them underneath the concrete.
Nice.
So you still get that pot light look, but you're able to just attach it into a regular electrical box.
Got it.
And then the rest of the pieces, all of these sconces, and I chose these ones because sometimes when we say sconce, we envision like a more decorative, traditional type, but there's a lot of modern options out there. And all of these, if you want to turn it on one more time, they play with that idea of bounce. So you know, because you're in TV, how important that bounce is. When they give that light to your face, it's just so much more flattering. So it washes off the wall, and you'd be amazed how much power that has throughout the room, and it's just a much more flattering light.
It's flattering and it's soft. It's really lovely as I turn it back off.
I don't know.
Sorry. These sconces, though, you're right, very not traditional.
Exactly.
But I love rethinking the way we think about lighting. This is something that can go on either side in a master bedroom.
Exactly.
This can go down a wall. This could be a reading light. I think it's lovely.
That bar for residential lighting has just been raised, and it's so much fun to see what's available. And of course, you've probably seen these in a hotel.
That's
where,
so good.
Right, that light is just, I mean, doing makeup is a task, right? So this is true task lighting. So these things are fantastic for lighting up a room when you can't do the recessed light.
Beautiful.
And one of my favorite ones out there right now is called cove lighting.
Okay.
And so we've got a picture from Canuck Interiors. My colleague from Home to Win, Sarah Keenlyside, has done this in a master. And what I love about this is that it gives the impression that there's this beautiful sunny day happening. You know, like those old shutters in Europe where there's those little slits and the sun just comes beaming through? So it makes me really, really happy. And of course, this creates that really clean look, which is so important in modern architecture and design.
You know what it is? It's very sexy. So you weren't talking about the pendant. You're talking about that beautiful light coming from the recess in the wall.
Exactly.
Even if you don't have that opportunity, you can create that yourself.
After the fact, yeah. So like with all things in design, the simpler the outcome you want, the more planning often it takes to get.
Right.
So it does require a little bit of planning. You'd have to strap out either your wall or your ceiling.
Okay.
So you're going to strap it out with some framing, and then one of the ways to achieve this is with a knife edge. This is what we call a knife edge.
Okay.
And there's your LED lighting on the back. This would get attached right to the framing like this.
Yeah.
And then, so this is either going to be right at the top of your ceiling, on the wall or the ceiling. And then the drywall, I'm just going to show you because it creates such a beautiful, clean look. The drywall pops right inside that little groove.
Right.
And then the whole thing just gets mudded and plastered, so literally all you see is that tiny line.
So you you're creating this. You're creating this space underneath.
And what happens again with that bounce is that is literally projecting it off the wall or off the ceiling into the whole space.
Ooh,
so for overall
nice.
lighting, it's beautiful.
Yeah, that is really lovely. It's a very nice look. All those little hidden light sources, if I could just redo my whole place, it would all be those, because there's just something so beautiful and subtle, but it's doing the job it needs to do.
That's right. And then what happens when you do something that does require a little bit of planning, when it's a little bit of a pain in the butt, the thing is the outcome feels so special, so thought out, and that gives you that sense of well-being in a space.
I love it. Think beyond the pot light, people.